So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's LeBron James. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Now the East All-Stars with it. To the middle. That shot off. Great D that time from Durant. And James with the basket on the assist by Durant.
Yeah, this is just going to be a mismatch every time. LeBron just too fast, too powerful, and too big.
And that one's good, George.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry against Harden. From the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the East All-Stars.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odie.
Well, I was able to talk with Mike D'Antoni for just a minute, and he's completely unconcerned with the game's outcome. He said, I'm really worried about only 2 things. That everyone gets enough time on the floor and that nobody gets hurt. Sounds right to me, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Shot's good by Walker.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Durant against Antetokounmpo. And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got his first basket.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Irving. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Curry passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's dangerous now letting Embiid get this deep. You're asking to get posterized with the throwdown.
West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. They trail by 6. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And that one drops. Curry's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Floats it up for James. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. Leonard on the wing. Over George. Leonard no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. Anthony Davis is checked in for the West. Thompson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Irving kicks to Harden. Offensive rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Nice to see Antetokounmpo drain the difficult jumper. I mean, that shot of his continuing to improve.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the East. Jokic has checked in for Embiid. Chris Middleton comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Walker. Then for the West All-Stars, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for James. Beal comes in for James Harden. And Lillard subbed in for Irving.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
No luck that time either. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 6. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Steph Curry. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Simmons.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Antetokounmpo kicks to Westbrook. Over Beal. The shot's good from Westbrook. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. Down low, here's Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Lillard with it. Pass to Davis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Griffin's checked in. East with the ball. 6-point lead. No good on that one. Great D that time from Beal. And they're running. Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got his second bucket.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And it goes down 2 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The shot's good from Griffin.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
And so here are the West All-Stars. 6-point game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis, and it's sent back by Jokic. Beal with the steal. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
8 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
The East All-Stars shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And a deep three from Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. East All-Stars ahead, up 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the East All-Stars, Vucevic is out there with Griffin. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Lowry. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And Thompson gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. A tight game here in Charlotte. Out outside, Beal. Pass to Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Middleton can't get it to go. And the West All-Stars have possession. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. George is checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Aldridge comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Leonard in for Beal. Lowry from outside. Moves back up. That shot by Griffin, no good.
Boy, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
It's stolen by Vucevic. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Vucevic has got his first points of the game.
Superb body control by Vucevic, bouncing off the defense and burying the shot.
Lowry against Lillard. And the rebound goes to Griffin. East All-Stars on offense. 3-point lead. And George with the stuff.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 7. Thompson is double. Lillard finds Thompson. There's the 3. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got 6 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Griffin passes to Vucevic. And Curry has it in the corner. Knocks it loose. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 2. And Thompson gets it to go.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
A big group substitution here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Vucevic. Antetokounmpo comes in for Blake Griffin. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Curry. And it's Kemba Walker in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the West All-Stars, James checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Durant comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Lillard.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments here.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Leonard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
From past the arc, nailed from 3-point land. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here is Durant. Paul George making his last shot. The baseline J off the mark. There's Walker with the 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Steph Curry's checked in for Walker. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Here's Westbrook. He has 5. And a miss there off the inbound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Durant's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Durant kicks to Harden. George with the defensive effort.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Curry wide open. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
You know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify. you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Jokic has checked in for Embiid. Blake Griffin comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Russell Westbrook. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. 1:25 left to play in the first half. Irving kicks to James. Pass to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now an 11-point West All-Star lead. Lowry from outside. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The three-pointers right on target.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter. Oh, bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
Well, anyone looking for highlights, because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Harden gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Pass to Durant, and the shot goes down.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Stolen by Durant. Shoots over Griffin. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And you.
Not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the West All-Stars in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars first half?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about the East All-Stars?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. Look.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant in a power forward. And here's Walker outside. Harden grabs the miss. And so here are the West All-Stars. For 3, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The shot by George, no good. And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 9-point game. Shot's good by Walker.
I think you've always got to have a hand up on Walker. Very capable at knocking down the three ball.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Count that bucket. Irving's got 7 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
Embiid finds Antetokounmpo, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. He has 7.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
James outside. No good with the triple. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's now 9 points for Paul George.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guy.
Embiid with the steal. And here's George for 3. Empty that time from Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. Off the left rim and out. East All-Stars on offense. Trailing by 5. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving. Irving's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Walker the pass to Embiid. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Taking advantage of that length inside. George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
And LeBron throws it down.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
And Durant sends it back. And LeBron throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets it to his teammates on time and on target.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Russell with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Russell's got 7.
The confidence from range. I mean, that's what scouts still insist will make Russell a top-level player.
Harden can't hit.
And, you know, it hasn't been his night, but his team still leads, so that's encouraging.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the East. Curry comes in for D'Angelo Russell, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Kemba Walker. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for LeBron. Simmons comes in for Kevin Durant, and Lillard subbed in for Irving. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's 12 points for James Harden.
Kevin, it doesn't really matter if you body hard enough. He's committed to scoring the basketball, and his concentration allows him to do so.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And the East with some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Embiid, and Middleton subbed in for George. Davis is checked in for the West. Thompson comes in for Leonard.
Timeout. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Timeout called East All-Stars. The East making a switch. Griffin's checked in. 1:31 left in the third quarter. For 3, Westbrook. It's rebounded by the West. Feeds it to Lillard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Lillard's got 10 points in the game. Here's Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Nobody near Lillard. Offensive rebound. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
To the middle, hangs, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Vucevic.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Curry outside. Another shot, and Vucevic finishes inside.
Boy, the hustle by Vucevic. I mean, showing real commitment and investment on the glass and finding ways to come up with second chance opportunities for his team. That's very impressive.
West All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Simmons. Fields checked in for Lillard. And so he hits both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Right side Towns. Vucevic with the block.
Hey, that expansive reach of Vucevic's really helps him on the defensive end. He uses that length to really bother the confidence of shooting.
And so it's the West All-Stars riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Vucevic. Chris Middleton is out there with Griffin. Then it's Curry. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Curry counts the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, how about the touch there from Curry? Just keeping control even while getting knocked around.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Vucevic. Then for the West All-Stars, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Towns. And James subbed in for Klay Thompson. Russell, he's checked in for the East. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the West All-Stars. They lead by 11. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition their part.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Paul George, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Irving's checked in for Ben Simmons. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He wanted his guys to stay intense. He said, if any of you think this game's over, you're wrong, and you can sit next to me. We've still got a lot of work to do. No let-ups at the defensive end of the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
Pass to Davis. The putback. The shot. No good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's Griffin. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists now in the game. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Irving. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago, Greg. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
Passes it to Beal. Over onto the Kumbo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That one is off. The East making a switch. Lowry's checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Durant's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Anthony Davis. And George, here we go. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. To the paint, here's James. Kicks it out to Harden. Off target from 3-point range. George finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Lowry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now just a 2-point West All-Star lead. Irving passes to Durant. Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home, Kevin. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The East making a switch. Curry's checked in, and the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Jokic has checked in for the East. LeBron is doubled. The wide open look for Durant. Trains the 3-pointer.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
And George gets it to go.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets, and he makes it look so easy.
Leonard kicks to Harden, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half. Jokic finds George. Back to Jokic. Outside, George. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Durant, the pass to Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I'll tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
First free throw is good.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. Antetokounmpo comes in for Blake Griffin. And Walker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the West All-Stars with possession. They led by as many as 18 points.
Oh, no. He's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, His handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're up by 8. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and you see how Steph altered his pace there. Sometimes it looks like he isn't moving at all, and then bam, he goes warp speed.
Harden outside, launches it. Not going to go that time. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Blake Griffin comes in for Embiid, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Walker. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
And here's the East. They're on an 11-3 run right now. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Here's Harden. No good that time. Great D that time from Griffin. The feed to Antetokounmpo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out. And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
On the wing, George. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Westbrook kicks to Curry. Money!
And big-time bucket there. They got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Oh, wow. A huge basket to tie the game.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. Here's Walker. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kyrie Irving, and there's Davis, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see why Antetokounmpo could be MVP of this league. I mean, he can flat out dominate games at times.
And here's Harden for three, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his fourth rebound in this one. It's Curry outside, and the three ball is good. Curry's got 24 points.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
Irving kicks to Harden. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting. Boy, I like seeing the ball get to that spot. It doesn't get much better than that.
Pass to Irving. Outside Durant. And they get it. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
Griffin's checked in for the East. Westbrook comes in for Walker. Good on both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Curry. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's now 26 points for Steph Curry.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run. Some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the East. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The East All-Stars check on two more. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from James Harden.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
And Griffin sends it back. The pass to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Down low. And then Durant with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 8. 36 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about, Greg. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
Paul George, he's checked in for the East. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Steph Curry. And so here are the West All-Stars, trailing here by 8.
You just got to be so careful when guarding Durant, because if you put him on the line, he's going to make you pay.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. Durant hits them both. And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They trail by 8. 19 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they looked emotionally spent.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable the talent this man has. And the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
And it's Lillard missing.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the East All-Stars win it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that